Which one? Which one? What you got? Wow, that's a lot. That's a lot. Let's just grab these few that your feet are on. Goodness. All right, thank you. Thank you, kitty. Whoa. She's like, what just happened? She scared herself. What else you got? These ones? Okay. Anything else? Is that it? Hey Collective, it's Intuitive Pisces Moon and welcome to the channel. This is your 4th episode of Intuitive Kitty Korner, and as we see on the table here, these are the cards that she picked. So when she was picking these top ones, there was like a little crazy snafu where when she went to go roll over the entire pile of cards, one of them made like a snapping noise like this, and it like freaked her out and she went running. I just found that very interesting because when I put all the cards all up in a pile, the bottom of the deck on that one was this Medusa, which is jealousy leads to downfall, which tells me that there's someone in the background of your life that may be trying to intimidate you or to make you fearful for something. So we're going to jump into your spread today and see what that means. And I'm going to leave this out because I find it interesting that the bottom of the other deck is Temperance. So this totally tells me that whatever is attempting to be put on you, you're unbothered by it. You're good to go and you don't need to worry about whatever this attempt is, okay? This could be like evil eye coming towards you. Again, jealousy, envy, that sort of thing. Typically when you see this card, jealousy leads to downfall, it could be a warning for you, Collective. However, I am very strongly not getting that to be the case, okay? So the phrase that's coming up for this card is their bark is louder than their bite, right? So again, the cat jumped up and went running, but then kind of turned around and went, oh, there's no danger. You know, it's like this loud noise that intimidates you at first. You know, maybe again, it's the words that somebody speaks. Like maybe there's a literal threat that came out. And once you turn around and look, you're like, oh, it's this person. I'm not scared of this person. You know, maybe their threats are always empty and that there's nothing that actually comes of the things they say, right? So anyways, that's what we're going to start with here today. So over in this very first pile here, we have the Moon card, and it says, you will be guided through darkness. And underneath it, we have the Page of Cups. So I love this energy because it feels like a lot of you out there are taking a new approach to something. And again, this temperance energy is running very fluent throughout this entire reading, okay? So what I'm getting is that no matter what it is you're dealing with here, you're doing it from a balanced place. And so it doesn't really feel like anything can get in your energy and mess with it at this time, okay? So keep that in mind as you're moving forward and pursuing whatever it is that you're pursuing, because Spirit just wants you to know that you've already balanced your energy to the point of nothing can bother you now, all right? So even though there may be people in the background, you know, telling you things, and I'm getting that they're empty threats, you know, here's the other part. I'm going to skip ahead to this one, which is unseen forces watch over you. So you are protected. You really have nothing to worry about as far as that goes, because A, you're already balanced in your energy. So you're not reacting. You're not retaliating in any way. You're not, you know, jumping down someone else's throat when they tell you something that you're like, well, wait, okay, whatever. So you have that. You're balanced. You've balanced your energies, but you're also being protected. So it's like double protection. There's you're the first line of defense, and after that comes your spiritual line of defense. So you've got a lot of protection right now, okay? So as you pursue the things, it feels like you're trusting in the forces beyond, which could be unknown at this time, and it could feel like darkness, right? Maybe you are doing some inner work, some shadow work, and getting in touch with your inner child at this time, and going back and remembering what it was that brought you joy as a child, you know, being in a more playful energy. Did you used to get sick on a tire swing and love that rush, that inertia from it? You know, maybe you're going back to find a park that has a tire swing. I don't know if those exist anymore, because those were kind of death traps. I always went, and it was always fun, but I always remember going home feeling so queasy, like, why did I just do that to myself? All right, let's look at the next pile here. We have the Griffin, which is honor and luck. Underneath it, we have the Knight of Wands. So it feels like you are passionately pursuing something here. Now, I love that we have the word luck with a black cat, because often people think of black cats as being bad luck. So I'm also getting with this pile here that there's something that you may have initially seen differently and are changing your viewpoint of how you see it. Okay, so whatever that is for you, that could have been maybe you had rigid belief patterns around religion, around politics, around gender equality. You know, there's so many things that could play into there, but it feels like you're looking at something different now, and there's something bringing you passion, and you're pursuing your passions, but it's also lined with honor and good luck, okay? So I don't know if there was like a level of deceptiveness in any way that you used to do things. Again, I don't know everybody's background. This is a general reading, but you know, that could have been the case. Maybe there was a family pattern that you're breaking, and it stems around that, okay? A kind of those rigid belief patterns, whatever they were. So just know that as you move forward, again, you are very protected, you are very balanced, you don't need to worry about anything behind the scenes bothering you on your way. So then we get into this pile here, which is the Spirit card, and unseen forces watch over you, down with the 9 of Pentacles. I love this energy because it feels like you are gaining wealth, material abundance, but you're also doing it from a very loving and nurturing place, right? You're allowing the Page of Cups here and the Knight of Wands to guide you forward. This feels like two different yet compatible energies, right? It's like the beautiful inner child version of you that loves to be artistic and could be emotional, even intuitive, right? But then you've got this Knight of Wands that's just very gung-ho and wants to be passionate, okay? And wants to go forth and do the thing, whatever the thing is. So maybe it involves wrapping all of this energy up into a ball and being like, this is me, this is my energy, this is how I want to pursue things. But you're good, you're golden, right? You've got this castle in the background, you've got all these pentacles, you are happy, you are solid. You have nothing to worry about, especially because you've got all this protection within you and around you. So the very next pile here is the Hourglass, which says time is of the essence. And underneath it, we have the Chariot. So this is telling me that there is a timing, I don't want to say constraint, but it does feel like a timed window of opportunity that's arising. Maybe there's something that you need to pursue and it needs to be done within a certain period of time, because the Chariot is about moving forward, but it's about moving forward in that balanced manner. So because we have time is of the essence, I'm getting that whatever this opportunity is that you are looking to pursue, and again, it looks like you're trying to pursue it quickly, and there may be like a limitation as to how quickly you can acquire this. So maybe it is a job offering, right? Maybe you see the perfect listing for all the qualities that you possess and all your talents, and it's good pay, and it won't be listed forever. You know, that's kind of what I'm getting here, is whatever this opportunity is that you are trying to move towards, just know that it is perfect for you and to trust your judgment on moving forward towards it. And know that you can't just like be in indecision and sit on it forever, because it will not be there forever. It's like a limited time offer is what I'm getting. So you'll know based on your intuition what this is and when to go. Okay, so trust that, because it's always correct. Now, if you miss it, that's not to say that another one won't come around, but you know, go for it when you can and just trust that intuition, especially when there may be so many unknowns in your journey right now where you're being guided through the darkness. Okay, so I'm getting that like you might meet a stranger on an elevator or something like that, and they may be like, oh, you're into this, this, and this. I have the perfect job for you. You should apply. And then they give you like the application number, and you're like, okay, I'm gonna go apply. Maybe you choose not to apply, whatever the thing is, because it's an unknown. Maybe it's a job you've never had before, and so it makes you nervous to apply for it. But just know that the window of opportunity is going to be presented to you. It's going to be up to you to use your intuition to move forward with it or not. All right, the last pile that we have here is the Sun card, and it says your perseverance is rewarded. Underneath that, we have the Four of Swords. So Four of Swords is about knowing when to rest, when to do self-care, because persevering does not require you to be in constant motion forward, okay? It's about knowing when to rest and then to get back up again and to keep going. So because of that ebb and flow that you've learned to create within your energy, you are being rewarded for something. And again, maybe it's that perfect job offer with the good pay that you've been looking for. So whatever this opportunity is, it's going to be open to you, and you're going to know that it's for you because it's going to feel very individualized. Okay? So like, let's just say, I'm going to put a bunch of weird things together that maybe wouldn't normally go. You are an alligator wrangler, but you also know how to scuba dive and you also know how to weld. Well, maybe you'll get a job offer for underwater scuba diving, welding, and gator wrangling. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. That normally would not be a thing. But you have all those talents. And this opportunity is going to come through and be like, we're having such a hard time finding a candidate because maybe somebody knows how to weld, but they can't wrangle a gator, or they know how to wrangle a gator, but they can't scuba dive. You know, like, it's going to be something like that where you're going to fit that bill perfectly, and it's going to feel like a good fit, and they're going to pay you well for this because these are all your talents. So just know that you have a very unique something, whatever the something is. I'm getting, again, skill set, talent, whatever this is, and that you are about to be rewarded for it, okay? And that is because of your perseverance and because of your knowing when to rest, when to rejuvenate, and when to push forward, all right? Now, kind of looking at the overall picture now, we do have the moon and the sun. So I am getting that this is going to happen over the next 30 days or 31 days, however many in the month happen to be. All right. So we do have one full moon cycle coming here. Could also be 1 day's cycle because we see the sun and the moon within a 24-hour period. So if I had to put a number on it, I'm going to get within the next 1 day to 1 month. Okay. So expect to see that in your energy. And don't pass up a good opportunity when it presents itself. All right, I just want to keep going here with this beautiful message. I want to get into the Urban Crow Oracle. It's been a hot minute since I have tapped into this deck, and I was called to it today. We have Mimicry. And it's very interesting because I swear, but as I was shuffling, I was literally thinking that, you know, cats chase birds, and so here we are with a crow deck, but then a dog comes out, and so it's like the dog can chase the cat. Like it's just such a weird cycle of that coming out. So with the crow can make the sound of other animals, okay? And in this situation, we have a German Shepherd down here on the card, so maybe that means something to you. Maybe you have a German Shepherd or you've seen one recently. But the crows are mimicking something. And again, with the mimicking, I'm actually being drawn back to this, okay? So I am getting that these people that are jealous or envious of you that are in the background, you know, may up front say, I don't like what you're doing, or blah, 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 whatever they say. But they're also gonna try to potentially mimic you because you have this rare gift, you know, the rare energy, the rare skills, the rare talents. But just know as well that, you know, let's just say with this job opportunity that we talked about here, you do have that special skill set, and somebody else can certainly mimic that they have the special skill set. Like I'm getting very much somebody who faked an entire resume to say, yeah, I can do this, and yeah, I graduated from there, and yeah, I've got these certifications, but like it's all fluff. You know what I mean? So don't let that sway you from applying if you find that perfect opportunity, okay? Because a lot of the people that are out there are not the real, like I just heard the real McCoy. They're not the real thing. You are the real thing. And you don't even need to fluff your resume. You just put on there what you do and what you are and what you've done. And that's going to be enough. And people are going to see through that authenticity versus the kind of fluffed stuff. So that's what this was giving me was, you know, there's going to be people out there trying to mimic your energy, but just know that it will never truly beat yours because yours is authentic, okay? And nothing is truer or stronger than the authenticity. All right, let's see what else we can get here from this deck. Thank you. We have protection. I love this because, again, I did get that very strongly with your guides in particular. It felt like whatever this was, you know, this, again, they keep drawing me to that background noise, and that's really all it is, you know, I'm not going to put it on the table because it's not even relevant to you. It's background noise. It may be like in your ear constantly, and I'm hearing that it may be the people that are like, oh, you'll never amount to anything, or you can't do that, and it, like stuff like that. That is what needs to go. All right? They don't have control over you. They may be just trying to control you, control your narrative, whatever that situation is, but you've got better things to do. You really do. The bottom of the deck card here is risk. It feels like what this coming up opportunity or job or whatever this is gonna feel like a risk, but it's gonna pay off, okay? And bottom of the deck again is sacred space, and I'm getting that with this Four of Swords. So again, you have this very sacred energy, and there's two things here with two crows and eggs. So just know that no matter what happens with this outcome, you are protected. You are also protecting, I'm getting like this egg, whether it is an actual child, you know, the crows having the eggs in the nest, or it is your future. It is your destiny. what this feels like is you are protecting your destiny. And it's not just you doing the protecting, you've also got all these other unseen forces as well on your side, trying to make sure that whatever happens is the best possible outcome. So you do not need to worry at all. And Spirit has your back, your guides have your back. There's plenty good things coming in your energy, so no worries there. All right, let's see what else we can get. Is there any other spirit animals that want to join us for this reading for the collective? All right, we have the rabbit, fertility. I love that. That's telling me that you've got a lot of potential and a lot of, again, passionate energy, and you're going to be using it, and it's going to be amazing for you. So whatever this thing is that you are creating, and again, another moon here, so maybe it's on by the next full moon you'll see this come in, because over here this is like a crescent moon. We did just pass a full moon, so that may be what you're using to manifest. And then we have the elk, which is strength, another knight card. All right, so I'm also getting with this to pay attention to your dreams, because there may be messages in there for you at this time, and maybe there's something to decode as far as, you know, just things you need to know about your journey and how things are going to pan out. Maybe, again, if you don't know who this jealous, envious person is in the background, maybe the dream's going to tell you who it is, okay? And if you don't know what this opportunity is or what this passion is, again, maybe that will also be revealed to you, because I am getting that there's some darkness occurring here with you, but you will come to see the light, all right? Again, within the next 24 hours to 30 days. All right, let's get some spirit messages for the collective for today. Don't allow negative emotions to fester. If you are feeling frustrated, angry, or hurt, for example, just acknowledge that instead of fighting your feelings. Go with them and work with them. Then true healing can really begin. All right, so that's giving me Dark Night of the Soul. So there may be some darkness that's arriving and kind of forcing you to deal with some tough emotions, you know? And that could be why there's this jealousy in the background. Maybe somebody sees you going through something and they're like, oh, how do you get to do that and I don't? You know, that kind of thing. Like, jealousy and envy is just such a crazy emotion. But it's not your emotion to deal with. So don't worry about it. All right, what else do we have here? Thank you. Never allow yourself to be taken for granted. It is better to remove yourself from the situation than to be treated less than you deserve. You are precious. You are worthy. I love that. So again, this may be for the individuals out there listening that maybe this jealous, envious person is like your family member, and you're like, I can't just not talk to and disconnect from them. Like, how would you even do that? Listen, you are precious, you are worthy. And it says, never allow yourself to be taken for granted. You don't deserve that. I don't care who this person is to you, you don't deserve that. So Spirit's calling you to do what you need to do to remove yourself from the situation and not engage, right? Your response does not need to be anything. Like, no is a complete sentence. Walking away can also be a response. Like, I choose not to engage in this situation or with this individual. All right, what else do we have, please? You are doing your best, and that is enough. Any difficulties that you face will not last forever. Release the thoughts and feelings that don't feel good. Focus all of your energy on love, happiness, and your hopes and dreams. Good. I love that. Because guess what? Some of these jealous and envious people may try to bring you down to their level. But what does that signify? Signifies that you're already up there in that high vibrational energy. which is happiness, love, and to be within your hopes and dreams. Some of these people just settle in their life and don't ever think that they can pursue their hopes and dreams. And that again may be that limiting mindset that they're trying to put on you, like, hey, since I can't do this, neither can you. So don't believe it. All right, and the last one we have is where you are right now is where you are supposed to be. Don't compare yourself to others. That only adds pressure. Take each day as it comes and for what it is. You are a better person than you were yesterday. Growth isn't easy, but you've got this. Love that. Yep. Absolutely. All right, I'm going to get you an angel number to wrap this reading up for you, my beautiful collective. All right, what's one last angel number for the collective for this reading, please? Thank you. We have 0220, and it says act on your idea. This is practical goals, divine timing, ambition, collaboration, discipline, progress, opportunity, and growth. Good fortune is on your side, and with wise judgment, you can achieve your goals. Now is the perfect time to reach new heights. Recognize this pattern and act on your potential. Your plans are about to flourish. You're on the brink of a spectacular ascent. Embrace the opportunities ahead. Wow. Wow, wow. Again, opportunities ahead. You may have more than one offer that comes through that perfectly fits whatever it is that you are trying to do. So just know that it's tailored to you and to trust your intuition with it. And again, don't let these envious people in the background sway you from, or talking you out of it. They may be like, oh yeah, well, that's not going to work because blah, blah, blah. They'll find all the reasons why it won't work. This is for you, collective. You will know exactly what this is when it arrives. It's going to be like perfectly gift wrapped in your favorite wrapping paper, your favorite bow, and you're going to open it and be like, wow, this is definitely for me. It's almost like your favorite person put like some deep thought into it and said, what would you love for your life? And here it is, right? It's not like some half-hearted gift of, I just found this at the dollar store and this is what you get, Here's a spatula. Happy birthday. It's gonna feel very tailored to you and your energy and your gifts. So just know that and trust that. So, collective, this has been your reading. I want to thank you all so much for joining me. I truly, truly appreciate each and every one of you. May you all be highly blessed, highly favored, divinely guided, divinely blessed, and divinely loved. All right? So, Kitty and I thank you so much for watching the Intuitive Kitty Korner installments. If you enjoy this kind of content, let me know. I'm going to keep going with it every Wednesday. And I know she enjoys flipping some cards around and being the Sorcerer's apprentice. So, join us next week, and we'll see you then. Take care. Bye.